What is going on, my YouTube family? Sergeant Graybeard at Graybeard Gaming Group. Today is Friday, January 22nd, and as always, I hope this message finds you healthy and safe. In today's video, my friends, we're going to be going over the latest information we have in regards to Codename Nightmare, as well as where the game is now and where we hope it will be over the next few weeks. Now, if you happen to be new to the channel, first of all, welcome. Secondly, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of our gaming family. And if you enjoyed this or found it helpful at all, take a quick second and hit that like button. It really helps us out. Now, as we start the video off, the first thing I want to talk about is the communication between the game and its players. And to be abundantly clear, this is not an individual's fault. This is not a developer or a game designer or, none of this falls on one person's shoulders. So as we begin, I want to take this moment and thank you all for being part of this community where we do not bash people, we try to work together and hopefully see things change in the game that we've all wanted to see for a long time. Having said that, let's now go over an update we have in regards to Codename Nightmare. Now, as most of you know, Codename Nightmare was supposed to bring us some new content, but ultimately it was changed to an apparel-only event. Now, unfortunately, my friends, we can only speculate on what that content would have been. However, we now know that the apparel is going to be linked to the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil. You can see here that the game put out a message yesterday saying that the Division and Stars join forces for a brand new apparel event. Earn outfits, weapon skins, and other rewards inspired by the Resident Evil franchise. It then goes on to say the event is taking place from February 2nd to the 15th, and look, I'm happy to get some information from the game. It's been really quiet for way too long. However, right now I want to talk about the things that we all hope they are going to address in the next state of the game. The first thing I want to talk about is loot, and a lot of you have reached out saying that the one thing you're noticing is that when you're farming for items, the loot does not seem to be scaling properly for the difficulty that you're playing. Another thing a lot of you have mentioned is the fact that you are seeing tons of purple drops on heroic difficulty, and my friends, that's something that has been plaguing the game for a long time, and it's something they said they fixed a long time ago. Now, most of you know how I feel about this game right now in regards to the loot. I love the loot that's out there. I love the new gear. I love the new items. However, one thing I want to hear from the game is that they are still committed to making improvements. Which brings me to talking about the Dark Zone and PvP, and in my opinion, the manner in which that aspect of the community has been treated has been completely unacceptable. And keep in mind, as I say these things, I don't even play PvP. It's not my thing, and I think I would if it wasn't such a hot mess, but the reality is the game keeps saying that they're going to talk about it, address certain things, and they never bring it up. Most of you that have seen my videos for a while, you know that I would say for the last 4 months, I pretty much end every video, or towards the end, I'm saying, guys, nothing new on PvP. They say they're going to say something next week. I'll keep you posted, and it never happens, and that really sucks. And as I said at the beginning of this thing, I don't blame a developer for these issues. I'm not blaming a game designer. It never falls on one person's shoulders. However, in my opinion, and I think a lot of you agree out there, this game has fallen short with its communication. Therefore, in my opinion, they have to talk about PvP next week. They can't avoid it anymore. And also, this cannot be a state of the game where they say, hey guys, we've been away for a while, there's going to be a quick one. Dude, I want details. Give me something. And I say that as someone who loves this game and loves this community, and I have to assume if you're watching these videos, you're in the same boat as I am, where you just want to hear from the game that they're committed to seeing improvements continue to happen. Next, my friends, I want to talk about matchmaking when it comes to the raid, and a lot of you have reached out asking why do they not allow you to have matchmaking for the regular raid mode. We all know that you can do matchmaking for Discovery Mode, however, the raid exclusive exotics are not available in Discovery Mode, so for a lot of people out there, it's great because you can learn the raid, but you don't get the stuff you're looking for. Now, for those of you that are looking for help with the raid, I cannot stress this enough, join Discord. Check out groups like Kamikaze Von Doom and Shadow Gaming and GC Rock. They have groups that will totally hook you up with help. I personally believe that they should allow matchmaking for the regular raid. I say that for two reasons. First of all, the raids have been out for a while, but secondly, before this game even came out, they promised that every single game mode you could use matchmaking. Now, whether the group you matchmake in is going to be able to finish the raid or not, that's luck of the draw. I mean, the thing is that there is a huge difference in difficulty from, discovery mode to the regular mode. People will find that out on their own, but the reality is you should give people that choice. Moving on, my friends, I'd like to talk about the summit, and there happen to be a lot of things that people want to see fixed. And as I say fixed, I mean improved, but the point is that the game mode has not really lived up to what we thought it was going to be. Most of you know that Title Update 11 is when they, brought the summit to the game, and there was a lot of hype behind it, and we all know that the game mode was not ready when they launched the thing, and it's something they actually talked about before Title Update 11 even came out. One thing I remember is the fact that they were talking about Title Update 11.1 before Title Update 11 came out, and in many ways I appreciated it in the fact that they weren't sugarcoating the fact that they really knew that a lot of changes needed to happen. Now, I think the loot has definitely gotten better since TU11 came out. I mean, if we're talking recently, my farming there has been much better, and the thing is we all know how much potential this game mode has because you can pick the targeted loot, and that's extremely efficient. So as I said previously, for me, it's all about the game talking about the fact that they are committed to the gamers in regards to keeping their promises and keeping this game moving in the right direction. Many of you have recently heard me say that I do not think that Massive would be putting money into getting this game ready for next-gen systems if they did not see a future for the franchise. Now, at this point, my friends, your guess is as good as mine on what the future of this game will be, but I personally think that over the next 2 to 4 weeks, we are definitely going to know what direction this game is moving in. And as we start to wrap this video up, it's important to mention that 2020 was an anomaly, meaning it was a really bad year for so many people personally, and in regards to the gaming industry, it was definitely one of the toughest years I've seen in a while. And it's very important to remember that, my friends. And again, this is just my opinion, but, working from home, trying to build a game, all of these things, we've seen what's recently been going on in the industry, and I think moving forward, we're going to see a shift in how games communicate with the players. At least, my friends, that is my sincere hope. And regardless of what happens with this game, as I've mentioned before, as long as you guys like this content, you want to see it, I love this game. I will continue to play it. So again, I hope the game, gets to where we want it to be. With all of that being said, my friends, I'm going to wrap this video up. I want to once again thank you all for your continued support, and more importantly, being a part of this community, working together, and really just talking about things we want to see happen in the game. As always, please make sure to leave your questions and comments down below. I do my best to try to answer them. What I'm going to do is over the next few days, I'll get some of the feedback, and then on Monday, I'll bring you an update of what's going on and what, again, we can hope to hear next week. Like I said at the beginning of this thing, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of what we're doing. If you enjoyed this, you can hit that like button. But most importantly, as always, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.